Okay. I said okay. So, the last time we played, we explored Giant's Deep. We found that we could go inside a jellyfish to get into Giant's Deep. We went and done it. And then we got the coordinates of the Eye of the Universe, but I don't know what to do with that yet. I have a feeling I need to do something on the Ash or Ember Twin, which I haven't explored yet. So, we're gonna get going. But that's my feelings. We are unsure, of course. We are unsure whether or not that is true. But it's part 7. Quickly, let's... Anglerfish fossil. Quantum caves we need to go to. Sunless City, more to explore. Lakebed Cave, not even been to it. High Energy Lab, not even been to it. So that is where we're gonna head to. The Ember Twin. Because we know there's not anything really that we need to see on the Ash Twin, at least as far as I can see. But the Ember Twin, we need to get there with plenty of time before the Ash starts, you know, filling up. It's a really good start to the game and the stream. I must have fell into the sun a million times. But it's a really, really good start to the stream. Really good. Completely missed my course. Flew straight into the sun. I'm a genius, to be honest. It's one of those things that I think people just don't understand true genius until they're seeing it live, and that was true genius. Should have a 30-second ad. But let's just get back to it. And the thing is, we have to really like hope that it's not already filling up when we get there. Because otherwise we end up like running out of time to try and explore it properly. It's a really interesting game mechanic that they've added, but here we go. Okay. I've not just done that, have I? Fucking have. Honestly, if I had a brain, I would be so dangerous. I've completely messed up. we've landed. We've already kind of lost time. So I think we just have to explore what we can explore. Like, what is this? Stuff in there, we need to find out how to get in there. It's obviously something to do with that door. Crash site caves, and this one can't go into, it's a sunless city, but it's got ghost matter. I think we just have to try and explore quick. We don't really have a choice. Due to the copious amounts of errors I've already made playing the game. But yeah, I mean, we've explored a lot of this place, and I just think we have to really explore the Ember Twin to find out. I think what's next is my guess. The path to the shelter is somewhat convoluted, so follow the instructions ahead closely. Shelter, walk forward until you meet sand, follow the pit, then turn left and it's up. Yeah, I remember that. You can't fool me twice, that's all I'll say. You cannot fool me twice. Because I got stuck here for ages last time. Wish there was a sprint button. As I say, I've already been to the Sunless City, so I know it's here. The issue we have is everything's going to be filling up with ash already. Anglerfish Overlook. What, so is that here? Fuck all here. Try to etch my knuckle and play at the same time. Yeah, I don't see anything except houses here. This must be the anglerfish bit, right? Yeah, so like this bit has to be the bit that gets you into the anglerfish bit. stepping stone cave. And what if I just keep going down? Is there even anything down here? This is all filling up, so... we might as well go in the stepping stone bit and just see if there's something in there now. If we've got time. Something up here. Just an outlook bit. More chat about the fossil here, which I think we found last time. But there's nothing else. Like, this just takes me back to where I was, right? Go to the stepping stone cave and up into the fossil. But I think I've just done that, no? I could have sworn I've just done that. I've ended up doing a loop. Stepping stone caves here. And then up. Like, I've ended up back that way. So... obviously it's filling up, so like I'm not gonna have time. Is it here? Well, this is obviously something. No, this is just taking me back in a loop. The stepping stone cave is here. Right. So there's no... I'm gonna have to meditate. We're gonna have to fly back to the Ember Twin. I'm just very confused. It's such a trippy little planet. My issue is that I just don't understand what I'm meant to do there. We'll go again. Again, it's a case of getting there early enough so that we can explore correctly. I was pushing the wrong button and I've severely damaged the ship, but that's okay because we'll be here until we respawn anyway. What if I go north this time? I said that and I'm clearly going south, but... hey ho, here we go. It's a little too high, a little too low type thing. We're just going to do our thing. Is even a path to anywhere? It's a path to the escape pod. Have I been in this escape pod? Yeah, I've been in this escape pod. Because this is the start of their path. Where they end up going... this way, don't they? Well, I've accidentally ended up at the start of the Sunless City and the ash is coming down again. So you don't have a lot of time. It is a case of just getting there as quick as possible. Thing is, I just want to explore it, and I never have enough time. But then there was someone that said that they seen the ash going the opposite way. Somewhere. I remember seeing that. Which would be ideal if that was true. Because then, you know, I could... if that's true, then I would spend more time on the planet. I think because we have limited time, we should just come here first. Because the limited time is getting to me, and I've not been to the high energy lab yet. The anglerfish fossil, I know enough about anglerfish. I know not to fucking accelerate to get past them. Right. You have to wait till that fills up enough to get past this. I'm gonna have to. Which means I'm not going to have a lot of time when I get there. It's not the way I just came. The way's blocked off. Is this meant to be lower? For God's sake. Well, I'm just fucking stuck. But I couldn't go anywhere. Alright, meditate again. I'm not getting beat by this. Someone's going to have to accept that this is going to be the worst gameplay of all time until I get to what I want to get to. And that's the high energy lab. And the path says to go there. So I obviously have to get there in plenty time. But I'm trying my best. We go again. I almost feel for anyone that's played this game before, and like, I know how important it is to watch someone's first ever playthrough of this game, right? Because you can never experience it twice and all that stuff that everyone always tells me. But here's the thing. No one wants to experience this gameplay after experiencing, you know, the rest of the gameplay. Surely. Because I'm not doing well here. I felt like I was fine for a while. Thought I was, you know, cooking a little bit. But it just seems to be a struggle at this planet. I don't know if I was meant to have been here already, but I've not been. Fucking planet hiding from me. Hell is this? Shuttle's currently resting at the collar. Pull the shuttle home, activate the gravity cannon, Sunless City. So there's got to be like other ways to get past these fucking plants that are fucking me up right now, right? There has to be. Because I mean, right now, I've got absolutely zero chance of figuring this out. That's the ash probably coming in now. So, that's that fucking scuppered, you know what I mean? Like, is there something on that planet that I'm meant to know about? Presumably not. Is there something on this planet that I'm meant to know about, as well as the escape pod, as well as everything else? So there's writing up here, and these are obviously, this finds the sun and the eye of the universe and all that. This planet sometimes, and only sometimes, I mean, there's also a note, it disappears if no one is watching it. Read all that. Oh, I've been there. Well, this is new. Astronomical observation share. They choose an excellent spot. What is the big rotating device for? What was it the Nomai were observing? I'd posit there's something special about the orange symbol on that device. Alan, the new astronaut's translator tool, would be nice to have. Would be nice to have handy right now. Where am I putting? The quantum moon locator is functioning. We have markers for each of the places the moon goes. Anona Burr, I just observed the quantum moon in orbit around Dark Bramble. I had a marker for Dark Bramble. I thought the location now accounted for all of the Phantom Moon's locations, but sometimes the locator can't tell where the moon is. Perhaps there's a problem with the device. It's also possible there exists a sixth place in the star system to which the foot panel, which they already thought about. They already thought about that, as we well know. But obviously, like, I've now mucked around for too long. To the point where, like, I'm not going to get the chance to, like, explore the city. Like, what? Thing is, right, if we could find the quantum ring, there's obviously something that's going to come of that. What's down here? This is just taking me to here, which isn't going to be great because I'm already late. You know what I mean? Like, it may be better for once try go over to there and see what's in that. Ships at the other side of the planet. I keep injuring myself. Has this opened up any new dialogue for him? Right, so he's telling me to go check out the other twin, right? Once a little bit more of the sand comes off, which we've been now. But I can't get there unless I get to my ship. And it's interesting that it does reverse, and like if I can figure out the timings of that, then I can explore this a little bit easier. So we're going to jump in the ship. Should be... Let's just get ourselves over there. No. Wait, let me in. I'm completely lost. I'm completely lost. It's reversed me. Let me explore your planet, for goodness sake. That's a Nomai guy. Doesn't appear to be anything in here. Obviously something over here though. Where I could put a scroll if I find one. Let's find out what's in here. Or is it broken? I mean, this is obviously a thing that I need to get into. But hold the fuck on. Some time has passed since I checked in with you, Pi. How are you? An idea progressing with the Sun Station plans. Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Hi. You know I don't find that funny. How curious, Rami. Thinks I'm a guess. And I don't recall requesting that you monitor this conversation. I don't see what state of matter you are has to do with this. I don't recall supporting the Sun Station's construction, but here we are. Hypothesis. Time spent away from the station would be beneficial for you both. I'm immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Yarrow. That, at least, we can agree on. So, like, what's the deal with these? Is there a way to get rid of them? Wow. Well, let's just let it do its thing. Hope it doesn't kill us. I thought there was a bug on my monitor there, but there was not. Might as well check things out. This doesn't take us anywhere. There is no reason for me to be up here right now. I need to know which way the sand's going. Still going down, so I should probably just wait here then. This is opening some stuff up here. There's loads of dead nomad. Really sad. Been up there. I don't think I've been in here then. Here's our first delivery, Yarrow. One warp core fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Root is installing this core's sibling on Brittle Hollow as I write this. I wish I could wait for you to arrive, but the Forge is calling. I'll return with more materials soon. My gratitude. With this, the Ashtown project is underway. I confess I'm deeply curious about what your folk found on the White Hole Station and that started this project. Could I visit sometime and learn more? I recommend you do. The White Hole Station is the model for the towers being built for the Ashtown project, so a visit to the station would be deeply useful. Well, we're learning stuff about them. This door's broken though. Well, it looks kind of open now. Maybe it was the other door that was broken. So this is just a little tree haven for when you're on this planet. More dead nomad. How many dead nomad are there? Why does that feel important? I don't know what just happened. Well, I don't know how long the day's been so far. But I have no fuel. Ow. I know how to get fuel on this planet, but unfortunately, it is not an option. So I think I'm just gonna have to meditate just now. We'll read the ship log, we'll see what we've fully learned about that stuff. There's more to learn though. That's the thing. Let's see what we've learned. That's now linking things. Several large Nomai towers form a ring around Ash Twins and Queer. The White Hole Station was used as a model for these towers. The Nomai crafted cores at the Black Hole Forge. The Nomai built something called the Sun Station, but not everyone supported its construction. The experiment at the High Energy Lab were based on extraordinary findings from the White Hole Station. The towers on Ash Twin were modeled after the White Hole Station. Yeah, well, I know there's more to explore. That's the thing. Like, I've explored quite a lot, but like, I feel like we're close. You know, I feel like I'm close. I'm just trying to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to stress. I do feel like I'm close. Suit up. Let's try to find Chemp's camp. But he's on the other side of the planet. I just have a feeling there's more to explore around that way. Like down here. Didn't die. I think we just have to go all the way down. See what's what. I don't really know if this takes me to the same place I've already been exploring or not. Well, if it does, I'm in trouble. There's like markings there. I keep seeing these markings. Oh. They're like quantum shit, right? That is a discovery. That is a discovery that I did not anticipate. Well, this is also the quantum cave, right? Take a fucking photo of that right now. Let me read whilst it stays over there. If you've come here to look for Coleus, this is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days. What happened before Coleus disappeared? We were examining the different rocks. I recall Coleus standing on the largest one, the Wandering Rock. I was taking notes and then my lantern died. When I lit it again, Coleus and the rock were both gone. You're strange. Wandering Rock friend is here, but Coleus isn't. Coleus and I observed this unusual looking rock shard and several smaller rocks in at least 2 other caverns. I'm unsure if this is relevant. It's gone. that just move? I swear to God that skeleton wasn't standing up a minute ago. Skeletons are gone. The skeletons are definitely moving. As far as I can see. Which I don't know if that's relevant or not. I've got goosebumps right now. It has to be something. It's gone. It was over there and there was like blood or something. Whoa. That is fucking mental. That's what I look like. Look at that. No. I just don't know if there's something that I need to be seeing here. Like, is there meant to be... Like, I don't even know if this is where I was expecting to go. This is obviously where we read about it, the guy disappeared, and now we've read about it again. We've learned that like things like are just in general, things are moving around in this gaff now. This tree's even moving. It's behaving as a quantum object. So now we know that. So that turns the lights off. Look away. Look away. It comes back. They all still move. Whoa! I'm in a different room. I'm in a different room. I don't know if I meant that. Coleus is missing. He vanished from the lake bed cave, one at the bottom of the dry lake bed, several days ago, and we are unable to find any trace of him. This is the rock. Is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique colour and texture appear identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't this the same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed? That's where we just were. Melro and I went back to the lake bed and observed the rock again. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. That means the rock wanders like the quantum moon. We plan to re-examine the northern lake bed. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. But where else is it going then? Let's... This is going to be where that Coleus died or something. How curious, this rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious but also alarming, this new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The wandering rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. Wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis. If the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring this to my mentor. Melry is here now too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, being in the darkness, the being can become entangled with that quantum object and they move together. Interesting. Friends, Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He also promised he'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from it. And there's no exit from here. I have to look away, and then it's back. And then that puts me back in here. And that puts me back in here. And this is the one I was just in. There seems to be an exit here. Where does this exit take us to? Okay, so that's not... They're not just going to move. Where's this little door? I'm so annoyed that I didn't make that. Ha! You know what? Just leave me alone, right? You're doing my head in. Does this take me to where I just was? Yeah. So what's this way? Is this going to be the Sunless City? This has been rough today, because, and yet we've found things out that, again, I'm not even sure if I was meant to just guess. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just fucking vibing, to be honest. I don't want to go that way. My guy's like in such pain. Almost feel for him. He's died so many times. We should have a look. So this is the thing, isn't it? And to get into it, we can't go in this way. We have to go in through the Sunless City, which is probably not going to let us. Right, I've died because of the ghost matter. Right. Now we get to read the ship log, see what's what. See what we've learnt again. We've learnt a second rule that if I stand on a quantum item and look away and look back, then, you know, things happen. Collies and return to the rock, they theorized that when unconscious people. So, like, we know that now. That's now our thing. We know that that is now written down in history. That happens. Let's go in the sunless fucking city and just try and figure out just what's going on there. What a landing that was, by the way. I should be proud of myself. I know it's this way. I know this way like the back of my hand now. So we're just going to go straight there. Absolutely. Then what it? I'm intentionally using as little as possible. They're not acting quantum, so I can't just get past them. Just to note that. Now they said they'll have to feed the anglerfish, right? Which is here. Now well, I know that like leaving that in there is something because they the kids are like, you need to feed the anglerfish to get there, which they talk about lanterns. I don't have a lantern. I just have this. So is it down this one? There has to be like something I'm missing in this area because like scouts up there. Does that mean it's there? Oh! Oh! I had to take things a little bit more literally and like shoot something in its mouth so I could get guided to here. Okay. Whoever it was when we ended last time is the anglerfish. Rule change, the anglerfish now has to wear a blindfold. Is that insinuating that they're blind? Why are we changing it? It's too hard, you can't see anything. Pi says real anglerfish are blind. Oh, they are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. Rule change update. It's okay if younger kids don't wear the blindfold when they're it. The rest of us will still wear it for scientific accuracy, so the younger kids are allowed to do what they want. The rest of us, the little fish, line up against the one wall. When the anglerfish says go, that little fish sneak across the other side. This is, we used to call it hot chocolate, I think. Or what's the time, Mr. Wolf? Anglerfish catches Urian. The last little fish to be caught is the new anglerfish. Okay. And I'm guessing that I was meant to know this from before. But we just figured it out ourselves when we were playing. Anyway, we need to get to the high energy lab, so I'm gonna head back, if possible. Well, I'm not gonna be able to refuel, but turn the correct light switch on, if you get me, up here, and refuel the oxygen. So then we've done the anglerfish, we've done that. Now we can just focus on, what one's this? High energy lab. And that's not, I'm not going to be able to get in there just now. I'm not going to be able to get in there just now. I shrine this route. Let's go over this way then. Because I'll need to do the high energy lab first. Or when the thing starts going back to front. But currently it's not, so. I don't know why everyone says the eye is important. They say it brought us to the solar system, but is that good? Dad told me lots of Nomai died when their clan came here. What if the eye isn't good? What if the eye wanted something to happen? Just quickly check each layer. I might have just skipped a big bit there by mistake. It wasn't intentional. Okay, so it's not this way anyway. Or is it? This is the gravity cannon. I don't want to go there. Oh, there's no other way. Don't know where I'm meant to go. We're obviously low on oxygen. There is no way into here because there's ghost matter there and ghost matter there. So there's no way into here. The ghost matter will kill me. Now I can launch my scout into there. I have absolutely no clue like what use that is, because I can't get to that. So there's obviously the high energy lab, and I just can't figure out how to get to it. So I'm just going to explore a little bit and see if there's anything else that I can make use of around about here. This is the writing that's always that I've read already about the games. I think we meditate. I think we meditate. I think the high energy lab's the next place to go. I don't think there's any other reason to go anywhere else. Quickly check what we've learned there. Just completed the anglerfish bit. So that's something. I wish I could fucking warp to the Sunless City instead of doing this exact journey like 18 times in an hour. But we seem to have we've made a bit of progress after, you know, originally fucking it a little, so I don't need to read these signs. I know where I'm going. I don't know what it is. I just feel like this lab's gonna have something in it that I need to keep. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But we have to check it. It feels like the last place on this planet that I need to search. So I'm searching. Simple as that. You understand? Jeffrey. I don't know who Jeffrey is, but hopefully understand. Whoever they are. So the cactus that stopped us to get in here last time, right? Let's quickly refuel here. I have a theory that... I don't need to read all that again, but I have a theory. That same cacti I need to wait for it to fill up to get over it. I have that theory, but I still have to get to it. So We're gonna wait. It's as simple as that. We are gonna fucking wait. Because they're clearly not quantum, right? They're clearly not quantum. They don't disappear when I look away. So here, I think I have to wait for that to fill up, and I'm gonna. It's as simple as that. I'm fucking gonna. I'm gonna grab a bit of chocolate. I don't have much chocolate left. What I do have is the legendary Mint Aero chocolate. So I'm not gonna puncture the spacesuit again. We're just gonna walk over the top of them. Now, I think that's the way to go. So I'm just gonna chill. Nearly time. Mint Aero in mouth. See, I have a theory in my head that this bit isn't built to be rushed. Right, so I didn't do very well. But we're past it. Sorry, that Mint Aero went right to the throat. Oh! Up we go. That's a bit Mint Aero. There's nothing else there. There's surely a way in. Please be oxygen when we get there, by the way. Because otherwise, I'm fucked. Is this the high energy lab? Low key, I have a feeling that this place is what you choose to change the thing. Records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the White Hole station. Rami and I are devising an experiment to test if this is a real phenomenon or simple machine error. In theory, what we want to try and reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. Initial things first. Our first experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup at the white hole station. Hypothesis. It is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. An update. Our experiment here reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to our unaided eyes. To that end, we've decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. Off note, Rami Yarrow requests that we let him know before we reroute our energy. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Rami and I are about to run a new test. Hypothesis confirmed. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it. Pi saw it. Hypothesis confirmed. This is beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day. Okay. Well, we have to just keep seeing... Like, these obviously matter. Or something. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, having to have something arrive 22 minutes before it is actually sent through the warp. We learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Hypothesis: creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Rami and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy. A thrilling but enormous undertaking. We would also require advanced warp technology. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be the Ash Twin. This energy is currently unavailable, you see. You're a gas. Aye. My pun was unintended, Rami, so I believe it's you who's Dediform. I'll remove that. Take this. There's something's going on here. Like, what are all these? These must be important. And I'm guessing the fact that I've looked at them has now put them in the ship thing, but... The Ash Twin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need a way to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. What if we used warp towers like the one we have on the Whitehole station to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Okay, Root and I can begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. Off note, each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. We can design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. The giant steep tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone. So, this one. Timber Heath could tower a geyser mountain. Well, I guess that may be Timber Heath. That's Dark Bramble, I'd assume. So they had fast travel all along. They built fast travel. This is that door. So they built a fast travel system and never told me. So what happens if I turn this on? Not entirely sure. Like, I am quite literally not sure what that just done. There doesn't appear to be anything in there. What happens if I close it? Nothing. Nothing happens if I go. Okay. So then I'm guessing, and listen, I'm totally fine with being wrong again, this is the whole point of the game, but I would hypothesize that from this and what we've just done, we now need to go to the Ash Twin and work there. Now, I have no idea what I just turned on in that gaff. I'm just having a look to see what's what. But I mean, look at it, it's fucking crazy. And each one is going to link to one of the things. That's what they said. Get me out the fire lane, please. So, for example, like, what does this look like? Nothing to me, but hey ho. You go up here, like, is there going to be anything up here? I don't think so. But, like, we know that's how it works. Like, that is one of their things. Oh, just made it. Some time has passed since I checked in with you, Pi. Is this the one I've already learned? Yeah, I've already read that one. This is the broken one, right? Where can I read this? Oh my god. That was genuine panic you heard in my voice there. Has he got a scroll? No. Read this here. I knew there was a place to read that. Friends visiting from the Hanging City. We are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. I became lost on Ember Twin. My gratitude that Rami found me, but the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Konoi would lose his own head if it were anatomically possible. Oh, so it's a scroll I didn't really think I needed then. So we're about to die. We're about to die. But I mean, whoa. Where did I end up there? Just out of curiosity. Return warp status charged. Step onto the warp receiver platform to activate return warp. Fucking how did I get in there? Whatever just happened to me was crazy. I thought I was just waiting to die. And that's warped me right back. So they do have fast travel. Little freaks. That's me snuffing it. Well, I'm gonna read the ship log, and I'm probably gonna call it there. I feel like we made a lot of progress there on the Ember Twin. I can't imagine there's anything else to do on the Ember Twin. But listen, we might find our way back there, you never know. Let's just view entries here. There's still more to explore at the Sunless City, High Energy Lab. Towers allowed the Nomai to quickly travel between Arswin and all the locations, which is important. Arswin Towers, the Arswin project. Nomai plan to construct technology capable of... Like, we know that's there. We know that's on there. We just haven't found it. So that's what I'm going to look at. That's what I'm going to figure out. It's been another pleasure to stream Outer Wilds and play Outer Wilds, and it's going to be on YouTube as ever until we're completed it. So we're almost there. This could be a Sunday job where I finish it. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm almost there, to be honest.